Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tasty Tuesdays, brought to you by your Life Church interns, starring Vaughn, Autumn, and Zach.
Oh, hi! Didn't see you there. Welcome to Tasty Tuesday. We're here, we're ready to get started, and we're going to help you out with mug cake.
But Devon, what is a mug cake?
Well, to explain it, it's basically putting chocolate cake inside of a mug. So, Autumn, pop open the lid.
You should have gotten one of these bags delivered to your address if you signed up for this. But if not, I will be making the whole thing from scratch.
Okay.
So essentially what we're trying to do here is keep in contact with you and make sure that even though we can't really be in person as much as we usually are, we can still share a very basic thing like baking a cake. So I think we're ready to get started, as you guys are.
That's right.
We'll start with the bags, I guess, because the from scratch will be a little bit different.
So in the bags, there are dry ingredients such as flour, sugar, cocoa powder, and baking powder. There you go. So as Autumn's pulling that out, as you look in there, you'll see that you have a mix of dry ingredients.
Look at there.
With your vegetable oil.
Those are from the basement.
And then your chocolate chips. Yum, my fave.
That's right.
And then we have the baking powder. What all is in here? The
Flour, baking powder, sugar, and cocoa powder.
Now, as Zach is making his from
All right,
scratch.
so let's start with the flour, okay?
That's right.
We are going to be doing 3 tablespoons of flour.
Yes, sir.
This is all-purpose flour, so you can use it for all purposes pretty much. Wash your car, feed your dog, and of course,
Feed your dog with baking powder?
this is flour, by the way.
You know what, Autumn?
Not listening, I guess.
Anyway, after he's
Next.
done with that, 3 tablespoons of sugar.
3 tablespoons of sugar, that's right. I like to, that's about right. You know,
I am struggling over here
and
with my
what's in the
pack opening
baking powder
device
mix?
here.
I like to keep
There
all
we
of the ingredients that look exactly alike one after the other, so I don't get confused. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. Baking soda is some crazy concoction that I have no clue what it does,
It can make your teeth white.
apparently, but
And-
baking powder is what makes this a fluffy cake. If you don't have baking powder, I think we put baking powder in everybody's, but if you don't have baking powder, it's still going to come out relatively right. It's just going to be a little
Oh,
bit.
don't forget, you need milk.
Ah, yes. Milk, we will get there.
Yeah, I thought you were going to save that until we got to
Okay, I'm putting it back.
Now, the thing that adds the chocolate to this chocolate cake is cocoa powder. You may use Hershey's. We're using Hershey's. But I personally, I enjoy a multitude of anything cocoa powder related. We are using Hershey's cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons of it, 2 tablespoons of it. I put too much in there. Let me fish that out.
2 tablespoons.
Close enough. So yeah, it's baking is a science, but as with all science, it is not exact. Unless it is, in which case,
You're not going to be perfect when you make it.
it's fine. It's
but
fine.
it's better to have a little more than less.
It's okay. Only Jesus was perfect. So.
Oh, boy.
Now,
Exactly.
it's time for the chocolate chips on my end, so I'm just gonna. If you're using the recipe, it's 3 tablespoons once again. But I'm gonna make that.
Let me get
That
some.
was-
Let me get some. You just going to leave me out. Thank you.
Get that nice and homogenized. So what's next, guys? So
We
y'all
have-
y'all
The vegetable oil.
oh, the vegetable oil.
That's right.
There
Now
we
it's
go.
time to mix in the oil
It's time
and
to
then
put-
the milk.
Some wet ingredients in here. The phone is ringing.
Somebody is ringing.
Call line 2. Call line 2.
Now, I like to keep my cake very greasy, so
Oh.
I'm gonna 1,
Oh my goodness.
2,
2,
3.
3.
There we
no
go.
more. No more.
Next is milk.
Oh.
Milk does the body good. So what we're doing is we're going to be adding how much?
3.
3 tablespoons once again of
1,
milk.
2, 3.
1,
That's right.
2, 3.
We did not give them in the
Don't
bags.
do it as sloppy as Zach did, but
Ah.
take your time.
We did not give them to the individual bags because just in case if you weren't home, we did not want to give any milk just so it won't rot.
And milk is expensive.
Depends on what you buy. If you're
How much
allergic,
milk we put in
so if you're allergic to, if
3
you have any
tablespoons.
allergens in terms of soy or almond milk,
Now-
always look for the substitute.
So next, you know, this viscous liquid that is formed in the mug is going to
What
be...
is that? What is viscous?
So you're going to mix it all up. I don't have a spoon with me at the moment, but I'm just going to be using this measuring...
You need a spoon?
I got it. Got to make sure that none of the powder stays on the bottom there. You got to make sure it's really nice and solid.
If it still has little powdery chunks, that means you need to mix it up some more.
That's right.
Oh, pro tip. If you want to add any special ingredients, do so now. I have a fantastic plan. Pastor John, could you chuck me my mystery ingredient? Flamin' Hot Funyuns.
If you want to do something smart, put a little vanilla extract. That would make it really good.
Or
Yes, vanilla
one
extract is
crushed Funyun. I'll make that.
Some of that got on the floor actually.
Make that 2.
You are
3.
making a
Just
mess. I am making a mess too.
There we go. Now my batter is done. You can tell because it looks. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's solid.
And if you get all of your hands, you can lick it off your fingers. But don't forget to wash your hands before. So the next thing
good
we are
mix.
going to do is the microwave. Because luckily, this is a microwavable mug. Let's go to the microwave.
This way.
Like
This
that.
is truly space-age technology.
For
One at a time, not two.
the time that you put it in the microwave is recommended to be 90 seconds,
90 seconds?
Nice.
That's incredible!
which is a minute and 30 seconds.
Man, we're going to jump forward in time.
So we are going to jump forward in time while this cake is baking in the microwave.
And hopefully
currently.
mine will be done.
And we are back.
Now, when you take this out the microwave, have an oven mitt on just to proceed with caution because you don't know how hot it's going to be. If you want it to be spicy like Zach,
Funyuns.
you're going to do it like
He
that.
decorated
I
his.
did.
Exactly. If you're a professional like Autumn, it's going to look like that. Me, I put a little
Don't
too
tip
much
it.
milk in mine.
Don't tip it.
But that's how it looks with me. So it's like a melting cake.
It's a little
essentially.
soupy.
That's how I like my stuff.
So
Yeah,
we are
let's
going
taste
to have
test
to
time.
taste it. Yay! I'm going to start mine first. Hot.
Yeah, did you blow? Make sure to blow. Make sure.
That's not
Like
bad,
this.
actually.
Now,
That's really good.
then you've got... You got to make sure you break up the Funyuns a little bit.
That's really good, actually.
Good stuff.
Hot.
So Zach has to blow and then watch the spices.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm here.
to wrap it up, this is how you make a mud cake. So long, everybody. Like I said, my name's Devon.
My name's Autumn.
Oh, that was good. You could tell it was good.
Hi.
And this is Zach. Bye.
Bye. Peace.
How you work this phone? That's almost something.
Okay.
So here's a cut right here. So essentially, so just hold up your bags.
I'm sorry, I was holding it like a mistletoe.
Okay, this is not. No, that's what I call sloppy.
You